All right, are we live now? I think check check the channel because I think I started streaming on StreamYard. Well, let me see. Let me see if I'm live. Boom, boom, boom. It's not streaming there. I don't know where it's streaming. Is anybody here? Let me check. Let's see. Invite. Let me see. I'm gonna check some things. Keys. I think he's back. Hey, Big Onk, how's it going? Let me check. God damn it, man. Good to see you, Big Onk. I'm trying to stream on a software that isn't this shitty ass OBS. Good to see you though. Obviously, we're gonna, when you're rebranding your channel, hola, you're gonna run into some speed bumps. But let me just try to make sure that I'm streaming on the best thing possible. If I'm streaming on this stupid screen, yeah, exactly. I'm streaming on a stupid freaking screen. I'm trying to make a new one. Wait, okay, there's one person here. Let me check YouTube to see if. Let me see if it's on my channel. Because if it is, then we can just start from scratch and do something new. But have to check to see if this is my freaking channel. One person. Who was that? Share your phone. Not streaming level up. Check out. Fuck you. I don't care about referrals. Is anybody here? Is anybody out there? Let me check. Let me check my channel. Rough start, but hey, that's just part and parcel, you know. Yeah, this is not updating. Now I'm waiting on YouTube. Hey. It is what it is. Oh, hey, yeah, it is. It is. I am live. Nice. All right, I should be live. So, check the home channel again, because actually, I'm gonna paste the link in here. Should be way better. I assume it will be, but I am not sure. OBS is just absolute dog shit. So. Videos, live streams. I'm gonna stop stream. Actually, I am gonna stream here. I just need to post the link. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry about this. I just didn't expect OBS to come out as such dog shit. Pretty sure it's the wrong stream. Damn, man. Actually, I'll do it through. It's just McDonald's Wi-Fi. I know. I don't know why OBS is such an absolute dog shit. Yeah, I got 7 watching in here. So boom, and I will post it in the YouTube chat for people who want to click on it. Boom. There we go. Boom. All right, that's the link to the actual stream that I'm doing. Fucking rotten. Yes, stop streaming. Here we go. And broadcast. Oh man, I shouldn't have trusted OBS because every time I produced some footage for video in there, it got blurry as shit, and was not well timed. Yeah, yeah, fucking garbage. Fuck OBS, dude. I'll never trust that site ever again. Happy day, Sean. Trace, what's good, Hank? There we go. Okay, we're good. We're back. Thank God. Sabotage. When y'all did sabotage, I can't stand it. I know you planned it. I'ma get it straight this Watergate. I can't stand rocking with the big hair, cause your crystal ball ain't so crystal clear. So I'm out now, and I'm good. I'm telling y'all it's sabotage. Good interview with Sam Alvey, Rafuko. That is awesome if you got the interview with Sam Alvey. Rafuko's moving up in the world. Favorite Fast and Furious movie? The one with good writing, the first one. You haven't streamed. I thought I was streaming. So good at singing. Thank you, Bernie Gurr. Hey, yeah, that's right. We got some metal. Okay, we're good. Thank God, dude. Okay. Now I know what to do. I'm so sorry, guys. I was experimenting with OBS. I thought, hey, I used it to make my video. It's new streaming software. Everybody's telling me, hey, it's better and more adaptable than StreamYard. You should try it out, blah, 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 blah. And of course, I took the word like an idiot. And yeah, horrible relay, horrible graphics, just absolute garbage, man. So nothing you can really do about that, too. Can you tell me what you said to Marty? What he replied? And how was Jake looking like? So Moody is referring to when I went to WrestleMania, fighting to survive. Pump it up, pump it up. That's right. I went to WrestleMania 41, the worst of the Triple H era, but I did have a great time at the meet and greet, and specifically WrestleCon Las Vegas. This is a real story. Sean Moody he knew that I was going to go to WrestleMania, and he wanted me to get an autograph and a photo op with Marty Jannetty, who was one half of the Rockers. See, one without the other isn't any good. Oh, I knew he was going to do that. I just knew he was going to do that. He don't need Jannetty. I told you that off and on. And of course, Kurt Angle, Marty Jannetty still can't walk. I'm just a sexy Kurt. I'll make your ankle hurt. Good old Marty Jannetty from all those great wrestling memories. And Sean Moody's a big old fan. He wanted me to meet Marty Jannetty. Unfortunately, I told him, hey, man, with WrestleMania, I'm looking around. I can't find Marty Jannetty. He's not on the list. He's like, no, dude, there's WrestleCon happening in Las Vegas, too. Go over there and get his autograph, man. Yee! And I looked it up, and sure enough, there was Marty Jannetty at a completely different venue than where me and my friend were. And so I convinced my buddy, hey, come on, let's go to WrestleCon. I got to get this for Sean Moody. And we went all the way there, change of plans, impromptu. We went over to WrestleCon. Sure enough, the very first person. So let me like visualize this. It's a big hall, and there's like 3 sections. Each wrestler is on one side of each section. So it's just a long line of great old veterans and even some modern guys. It was awesome. And sure enough, who do I see but Marty Jannetty is the very first person in line. And I talked to Marty. I said to Marty, I gave him the sexy Kurt, Marty Jannetty still can't walk. He found that pretty funny. I told him that he was a great half of the Rockers, and he has a great career. And he should have kept on winning IC titles and kept on elevating because he was excellent in the ring. That's what I told Marty. Marty was a complete sweetheart. And he also knew who you were, Sean Moody. Oh yeah. Oh, Sean Moody. Yeah. And he got a photo and an autograph for you, Sean Moody. And I shared that with you. So I hope you're happy. Also, Jake was looking healthy. He didn't have his COPD machine with him, but he was, and he didn't cough at all. So he actually sounded pretty good. He was ready for Wrestle Convention, so he actually looked pretty damn good. I really think DDP and a combination of DDP and reconnecting with his family has really perked him up a little bit. But he wasn't in the best mood when I met him. He was sort of closed off. But that's Jake Roberts for you, the greatest talker of all time. The last good Fast and Furious movie was the one with Paul Walker. Tokyo Drift that is a good one. Tokyo Drift. I mean, it's all about the aesthetics and colors at the end of the day. Hank the Tank, Hank the Tank, Hank the Tank, the war zone. Yes. Tokyo Drift should have been later on since Chap guy died, I hate it when those chaps die. Ever since World War II, brother, when we dropped it on Iwo Jima. Yee! Hank, Bernie. Comes back later on. Freaking Chinese software. Yeah, I know they're getting my data, dude. They're trying to fucking come into me with a hot air balloon and try to find my data, man. Whee! Thanks, Sean. It's a Capitan Vuko. How's it going, Capitan? Doing you? Dang, you must be rich, bitch. Well, I'm not. I mean, I'm not rich. I got a little bit of money, but I'm not rich. It's my friend who's he's got a bit of the moolah, and we met in college, and he's a total sweetheart. I love that guy. So he invites me on a lot of stuff because he wants me to tag along because he thinks that experiences with me make trips that he goes on better. And I can't. I don't know why. Why would that be the case? What do you think of Randy and John feuding again for old time's sake? I think it wouldn't make sense if they didn't have one last match during Cena's whole retirement tour, because Randy was just such a vital part of John Cena's early career. Not vital, but huge part of it. Took up chunks, years of his career. So for better or worse. But it only makes sense that they have one last feud, because it's the AA versus the RKO. Everyone wants to see that. It's big money. Makes for a great Backlash pay-per-view. Doesn't have to be that big a pay-per-view. And it can be a good headliner. I doubt that Randy Orton wins. Just got to be truthful with you guys. But Randy Orton always makes a feud fun. It's so cool, Unc. It is cool. I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. I was watching Colby video he did, and he did a vlog at Mania. Of course he is, because he's a wrestling mark. If it wasn't for wrestling, he wouldn't have his gimmick. Well, at least he knows who I am, which is good. He does know who you are, Sean Moody, and that you should give yourself some props for that. His wife, Cheryl, definitely looks 30 years younger than Jake. That is true. Her hair has not grayed whatsoever. I actually saw her with Jake. She's a cool lady. She was more talkative. Still disappointed Rock never showed up at Mania. And that's the thing. By the way, I'll be right back. One second, guys. All right. I'm back. Sorry. Just had to do something really quick I forgot about. Still disappointed Rock never showed up at Mania. Well, that's the thing. It is stupid of The Rock to do that and not show up at Mania. WWE did the best they could with that situation, because Travis Scott was part of the heel group. So somebody had to intervene, right? Everyone's like, oh, why is Travis Scott there? He was there during the angle. If anything, I think that's why he was there in the first place, is so that when Rock wasn't around, he'd be the one to interfere. I think that's why they needed him there. And everyone was asking during the Elimination Chamber, why is Travis Scott there? Travis Scott ruins everything. And he does. I'm not going to say he doesn't. Slapped Cody's eardrum, made it bleed. Dude is, not professional whatsoever in wrestling or in his music career. But the thing is, they needed somebody who's going to be there at WrestleMania who wasn't The Rock, and that guy was Travis Scott, for better or worse. And honestly, Travis Scott's a great heel because he's a real-life heel, just like Logan Paul. He's a piece of shit in real life. So you bring him out there, people are destined to boo it. So I think that's why they had him at Elimination Chamber in that angle in the first place, as like a quick fix that he would show up at the end. I get the sentiment that, oh man, he walked so slow to the ramp, and that was not realistic. I totally get that. He probably should have ran to the ring. But honestly, I think it was sort of cool, the idea of he has the theme song for WrestleMania, and it's dark and it's mysterious and it's unnerving, and then it plays at the very end. I sort of like that. I like how that theme song got like integrated into the very end of WrestleMania. It sort of like puts a bow on the whole thing and explains why the song is there. I don't know. I thought that was sort of cool, that it's sort of like that song was used at the very end. This is why this was the theme song for WrestleMania, because it was the theme song for Travis to come in and ruin everything. I don't know. I thought there was more merit in it. Rock should have showed up. Yeah, would have been cool if it was Rock and Travis, because that would make sense. But everybody's like, oh no, don't have him in whatsoever. He's mentioned in promos. He was mentioned in promos leading into WrestleMania. It wouldn't make sense if he didn't show up. And honestly, he did such a piece of shit act with the eardrum thing. That's heat. That's heat. I really think wrestling fans just don't understand the sport sometimes. The MMA world at work attacking the show. Yes, sir. Is he your boyfriend? That's cool, man. Rock on. No, he's not my boyfriend. He's just my buddy. Is your friend your professor? No, he is not. He's just a buddy that I met at college. It just happened. Like, some things just happen. I thought they rushed it, though. They could have made Randy versus Cena later. Yeah, but don't you think Cena versus Punk would have been, a bigger match? I mean, like, Money in the Bank Punk versus Cena makes sense, too. But, like, I don't know if Randy versus Cena would have been the perfect, like, SummerSlam or Big Four matchup. And plus, honestly, they don't have much chemistry, guys. I'm just going to be honest with you. They really don't have much chemistry. So I think it makes sense that they're on a smaller pay-per-view. Cena didn't need Travis Scott, and Rock makes it so dumb. Yeah, it's dumb on the Rock's part. I really do think they need to just have a quick and easy way to get him out of the wrestling angle and just keep doing business as usual, because his schedule just fucking ruins everything, honestly. Travis Scott saving Cena felt corny to me. Yeah, but he was there. He was there during the Elimination Chamber angle, and as much as people want to pretend that he didn't exist there, he did. He was there. He helped him. So, I mean, if that felt corny, then the Elimination Chamber appearance must have felt corny too. And if you look at Travis, he doesn't look like a tough guy. Yeah, but he's a heat magnet. He's sort of like the I Show Speed. Logan Paul, before he started wrestling, people didn't like him. Sup, Big Unk? It's good to see you, Rafuko. Hey, Rafuncho. I don't know where Rafuncho comes from. They could have had Cena win off Cheap Shot or something. Yeah, but is that any way to close a WrestleMania? WWE just does anything for clicks, even if it doesn't make sense. That is true. That's a good point. And honestly, they need to stay away from that mentality, because it takes away logical booking and replaces it with what makes us money, which is, having to do with the seat pricing too. This is a problem I really have with the WWE, is they're trying to make their seat pricing like the fucking UFC. They're trying to, have like $700, $1,000, $1,200 for the seats. And it's just for nosebleeds. Almost $1,000 for seats. They're trying to be UFC Junior, UFC Light, and that's absolute horseshit. And I don't know if I had a branching point from that, but what I'm trying to say is they're trying to replicate the UFC. They see what they're doing with their ticket prices. Oh, we can do that too. And people are just going to lap it up, because there are a bunch of rich elites in this country who want to watch wrestling. And hey, we're hot shit. We don't smell our own shit. So we can market ourselves how we want and make as much money as we want, because we're doing the right thing in wrestling. Well, newsflash, Triple H. UFC 315, like half the seats aren't taken yet. and we're a couple days away from the pay-per-view. So you want to join them? You want to meet their fate with how much money you're making from the seats? I checked, by the way. They were not sold out. Both WrestleManias in Las Vegas were not sold out. So they lied about those arenas being sold out. And if you keep on going and you start to produce some mediocre shit, guess what? You're going to have half-empty arenas, just like the UFC. You're going to be in the same spot that you were back in 2015 or 2016. So don't try to price the fucking fans out when you make decisions that they don't like. It's going to bite you in the ass. Like, I don't know, man. They're trusting big stock companies and their executives. They're trusting The Rock. They're trusting these shit celebrities. Eventually, it's going to bite them in the ass. They think they'll be like Vince, and they're not going to be like Vince. You just have to keep making good shit and have affordable seating. Because let me tell you, Hunter, if you're a booker of the people, you're going to start charging prices of the people and prices that are actually affordable. If you want to be a company that gives the fans what they want, well, why don't you give us some affordable seating, Hunter? You cheap bastard. Yeah, it's all for clicks. Logan Paul, Travis Scott, the trend continues. I know. I show speed. It's bad. Rock made excuses saying he didn't want to ruin the story between Cody and Cena, but he literally was a part. I know. He's such a fucking tard. Cena's going to beat Randy, keep the belt for a little bit longer, than turn babyface. Either at SummerSlam or Survivor Series, I think. Sorry. Ugh. Problem is that the shit they did at that one pay-per-view was for nothing. He could have went heel by himself. I know. Such a dumb move. It was a good ending regardless. Having Travis Scott help Cena break the record makes him look soft. He's a heel, and he said, I'm not doing this to entertain you. I'm here to ruin wrestling. I'm not going to have to, I don't need to wrestle to win the title. And he said, you get nothing. So honestly, like, even if you're like, oh, no, it wasn't part of the story. It wasn't part of the match, though. I mean, it makes perfect sense. The promos leading up to it. Like, you hear Cena saying, fuck you, fans. I'm going to keep on disappointing you. You're not going to get what you want from me. And then he doesn't give you what you want. And you're like, oh, no, it's bad. It's bad. Like, come on. It's part of the storyline. Now, if he keeps on having bad matches, then okay, Cena's just washed. But if this is just a bad match, and then the next one, I mean, people need to remember, he had a great performance at Elimination Chamber. Fantastic match at Elimination Chamber. So he still got it, in my opinion. I think it's just that his character is not suitable to just being a fight forever, this is awesome kind of wrestler. I don't think he's that. But again, it's part of the storyline. So, I mean, Cena just doing shit on his own and turning heel and getting it. I get it, but you need continuity. And he said he wasn't going to wrestle to do it. That's expensive. I know, it's shit. Also, Cody not hitting him with the chair, was that because he was willing to hit Owens with it, but couldn't with Cena, even though he completely trashed him for months. That's a good point. I think they were trying to go for, is there still a little Cena in there, guys? Is the old John still there? Obviously he wasn't, though, because for weeks he wasn't. So that was sort of dumb booking, but Cody had to make a mistake in order to lose the title. Otherwise, if he just gets beat and like the loss is no fault of his own, how do you recover from that? People are gonna think he's obviously stupid for making the mistake, but it's like that's part of the character. Like, he has a fatal flaw, and that's why he lost. Like, I understand that. Thoughts on Travis Scott saving WWE Las Vegas? Interesting take from Ty Betts. Go on, Ty Betts. Explain to me why that's the case. Cody literally hit Cena with the Crossroads several weeks, but when it's Mania, all of a sudden he's scared to hit him. Well, I mean, he hit him with his finisher. He didn't hit him with a chair. I don't think he wanted to be like John Cena, because maybe he saw a part of Cena that he potentially saw in himself, because he's been a heel, guys. He's been a bad guy. So he wanted to like do it the right way and not stoop to such a low, because then he'd just be doing what Cena promised to do in order to win his 17th world title. It wasn't a storyline. It was just for clicks. That's the thing. But I mean, I'm arguing that it's not, because I think they knew that Rock wasn't going to be at Elimination Chamber all the way back at Elimination Chamber, at WrestleMania all the way back to Elimination Chamber. So they had Travis Scott there so that he could be the one to interfere at WrestleMania, is what I'm trying to say. Who in the UFC would make the best crossover to WWE? Obviously, Colby seems interested, so that's big. But you know what? Nate the fucking Train would make a great WWE wrestler, and everybody knows that. And everybody knows that, everybody. And we believe that. Can you believe that? Nate the Train, great WWE wrestler. I met him in Tampa Bay, Florida. Can you believe that? Nate the Train in the UFC. His mama didn't raise a bitch, baby. And plus, he fought in Russia. And we all love this guy. I was there with Vladimir Putin, and we saw him. We saw Nate the Train in that. Shout out to M1 Global, guys. Shout out to M1 Global. Nate the Train, Russian asset. Moscow Mitch. Can you believe that? I'm curious to see when Rock does return, how will they use him? I think he'll either be at SummerSlam or a random-ass SmackDown. Michael Chandler and Cole. Yeah, Michael Chandler, definitely. Not Sugar Sean. Let me think of some other guys. Sean Strickland would be a pretty funny wrestler, wouldn't he? But Sean Strickland would never. Maybe even Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira has showed up at WWE shows. He could like try to get into the Cain Velasquez role. You know what I'm saying? Joaquin Buckley would be funny. That would be funny. Even maybe like Derek Lewis could be a funny pro wrestler. Michael Chandler would be a good one, Onk. God bless. See you at the top. Conor McGregor. Red Panty Night, baby. Woo! God bless. See you at the top. Nate the Train in the UFC. Nate the Train in the WWE, baby. Hey, listen up. Clarksville, stand up. Make some noise. And I put him in the DDT. Boop. Lights out, baby. Because I got a highlight reel like Evel Knievel. I got a swagger like Elvis Presley. And I'll be damned if I ain't handsome. Look at this bicep. Zelensky doesn't have the cards. He does. Actually, he does. Because that's the thing. Their drones are actually making quite the difference. And now they got Colombians working with them. They got a Colombian paramilitary group that's working with them. Uh-oh. That ain't good. Also, they're destroying all of Russian oil assets. They actually reached a deal with the United States that wasn't terrible, which is a fucking miracle in today's day and age. And Putin's devoting his entire economy to the war effort, which is going to blow up in his face eventually. Also, he's got North Korean military working with him, but they're freaking rotten at their jobs. So I don't know, man. Also, they're scared of their britches about this military parade. It's going to be bad, dude. Even if nothing bad happens at the parade, then the Ukrainians are just going to use it to get more offense in outside of Ukraine. Hank, long time no see. How you doing? I am doing fantastic, Euphoric Notes. How have you been, my buddy? It's great to see you. Been too long. I'm doing all right. Took a little bit of a break. Worked very hard on that trailer video. I would recommend that you watch it. It's on the homepage. It's only a couple minutes, so you don't have to invest too much time in it. But yeah, I put a lot of production value into that intro video, just so everybody knows what the channel is all about. It's about humor and different mediums of entertainment now, beyond just MMA. Ming Yang Zhang would be a good one in WWE. I don't know. Does he have any charisma on the mic? Yuri would be great. That I agree with that, Trace, for sure. Colombians on that Colombian coffee. Well, one, I followed the conflict. Oh God, by the way, fucking frightening right there. Fucking frightening. We need to have some intervention there because that is not good. Between two nuclear powered countries, I don't like that whatsoever. But Colombians on Colombian coffee and breaks. They actually don't involve themselves in a lot of the conflict. They are there for special operations where Ukrainians do their stuff, and then Colombians sort of have planned assaults where they, are in and out. That's what she said. But Colombians, they have in and out operations, no diddy. And they just spray up certain areas just like it was the cartel and they got somebody who owed them money. And they're going through and they're picking them off one at a time, and then they don't spend too long there, and then they just sort of head out. But they do quite a bit of damage. Like they're used to dealing with some gangsters and some violent conflicts over in Latin America. So they're actually paid quite well, given several breaks, and they love fighting for Ukraine. So it's honestly a good deal for them. Patty would make a great wrestler. That's actually a great point. Honestly, I think like half the ranked lightweights would probably make good WWE wrestlers for some godforsaken reason. Maybe they were trying to be wrestlers and then UFC opened up. Pakistan versus India. I really hope it doesn't last too long because both those countries have nuclear weapons, and that is not good. I think Pakistan even threatened, hey, if this keeps going in Pakistan, we're gonna, there will be no other country left standing, after we're through, or they won't be around. If we can't be free, none of the other ones will, and they'll be gone. Fucking psychos, dude. They should settle their differences in a cricket match. I agree. And the cricket match to end them all. It'd be fantastic. Nah, Nate Diaz would. Nah, he's geriatric. Did you get a chance to see the latest UFC announcements from Big Marcel? We got some good fights. I think I saw some announcements. Isn't Ricky Simone going to take on he's taking on somebody. I forget who it is. And then what was the other one? I forget. God damn it. Let me check actually on Discord to see if there's anything. Bum 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 bum. Here, let me check announcements. The nice thing about being in Discord servers is that you get Raoni Barcelos versus Cody Garbrandt. That's actually a great fight. I do see Cody Garbrandt getting stomped out, but it's an old enough fighter that he could probably find a way to chin him. And then Lopez targets either Yair Rodriguez or Mobzar. I mean, target Yair, you idiot, Lopez. Bo Nickel. Okay. Azu Amabayev will take on Ramazan Temirov. That's a cool-ass matchup. I actually like that. Aren't they both from Kazakhstan? I thought they were both from Kazakhstan. Hey, we get rid of one of them. That's all right with me. Piera Rodriguez. Alex Piera will fight Ketlin Souza. Who cares? And then Jack Hermanson will fight RoboCop. Let's fucking go. Hermanson versus RoboCop. I love that. That's still a step up for RoboCop, and he can still win. If he takes Hermanson down, he's in big fucking trouble, dude. Let's fucking go, RoboCop! Yes! I love that. Thank you for sharing that with me, Big Unk. I'm really fucking happy now. Cause I when you see fighters go down in combat and just really get hurt, a part of you just thinks that's the end. That's the end for him, which is illogical completely because they had a reason for even fighting so high up in the first place. Most of them, Michael Chandler, but lost my train of thought there. But it's not true. If you invest in great fighters, they're going to keep on having great fights and keep on putting in good work. and getting wins. So I honestly think he can beat Jack Hermanson. I really do. And it was Simone versus Jourdain. That was it. It was Simone versus Jourdain, which is a great matchup, by the way. Honestly, that could be an even fight. Lima versus Felipe Boons. The fucking zombie, Andre Lima, strikes again. Those are some great fights from Big Marcel. I'm so fucking happy for RoboCop, dude. I'm glad they didn't just flush him down the toilet. Juliana Penny would be very good. She'd be very good. I totally agree with that. God, even fucking Zhang Wei Li would probably be good. Doing good, man. Good to see you back, and I already watched it. Good to know you, Fork Notes. What do you think? Hey, Arth. Hank, what's good, my man? I am doing all right, Arth. We are so back. We are so back, baby. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, I had to get fucking pumped for a second there. I was real happy. Moreno could put on a mask and learn some flips. That is true. He could. Yeah. Work with Rey Mysterio and then turn on him. Conjuring trailer just released. What is that? Conjuring fucking 6.5, you know? Simone is fighting Charles Jourdain. Yes, and I'm looking forward to that. Allen versus Vettori, that was rebooked. Fluffy versus Delidze. Rest in peace, Roman Delidze. Let's fucking go. Nasu Amabai versus Temerov. All right, let's fucking go, Fluffy, dude. After Cody loses, he gets another face tattoo. Yeah, right on his face. Not even on his neck, right on his face. A permanent imprint on the face of Cody Rhodes. Ain't it a shame, everybody? Ain't it a shame? But yeah. That's the thing. Cody Rhodes, I feel like he's going to be the face of the WWE. I mean, he's already been the face of the WWE. I feel like eventually they're just going to give him the nod, you know? I don't want it to be like Cena versus Rock 2 at WrestleMania. I think that's bullshit. I honestly think it's just tough. Like, it makes sense for Cody to get the belt back. But at the same time, you know, he's how to put it? If he wins it back, I don't know if people are going to be happy about it. Unless the WWE really like pulls a rabbit out of a hat and makes it like, we really want Cody to win this, you know, and it makes fans desperate to see him win again, which they can. I mean, I'm not going to doubt WWE's storytelling abilities under Hunter. I mean, obviously they've had some bumps in the road, but they found their way back and they booked him well. But I don't know, just having him win it back, I feel like fans will think that's sort of underwhelming. You know, I feel like somebody new should beat him. You know, don't you? Maybe that's just the fan in me, very selfish fan, but I don't know. I think it would be a little bit of a wet fart if Cody just won it back. And then we're right back to square one, you know? Unless they like do a 180 on Cody and make him like a character. Oh my God, he's awesome now. I want to see him win. You know, you got to do like what you did with Mitsuharu Misawa in All Japan and just be like, and he takes out the mask and it's Misawa and he's a fucking badass. Holy shit, we need him to win the belt now. You know, he can make the change. It's just take a chance, take a change. You can change him up easily, in my opinion, but they're not gonna. Something tells me they're not going to. So I don't think fans would like it. So honestly, I think someone else should beat him for it. Someone that makes sense, you know, like Punk or somebody else. Too smelly. You mean Colombian? Oh, Refuko of all people correcting Too Smelly Fingers on his spelling ability, which is growth right there. Kayla Harrison, she'd be really good too. Big Unk is just rattling him off basically. You're telling me Nate the past hype train would be more entertaining than Nate Diaz slapping and flipping off people in the ring? Yeah, I mean, it'd be entertaining. You just wouldn't be able to put on a good match to save his life. Yeah, Capitan. Oh, Too Smelly sweating. He's sweating bullets, let me tell you. But yeah, guys, like maybe I ought to like do a little bit of what I was trying to do earlier and say it's me against the world. I got nothing to lose. It's me against the world. I am back fully. Not fully, I think. Like I'm not gonna have like, oh, we're back to Hank streaming every single day and producing content every single day. That's not gonna happen. Unfortunately, I think a lot of it's gonna be 1 or 2 streams a week. And then apart from that, I'm making good videos. I'm making good shit, guys. So it's gonna involve wrestling. I'm thinking wrestling reviews, where I look at old stuff from the 1980s, 1990s, the territory days, and I do some commentary on those and some reviews and some impressions, if you will. Now, baby doll, let's go take a bubble bath, baby. Oh, Space Mountain, Space Mountain. And hey, what time is it? It's Vader time. We're gonna do some old wrestling reviews, I think, because those are the most entertaining. And who doesn't want to learn more about the classic days of old wrestling and all the wacky characters we had back then? I'm going to do some wrestling reviews. I hope you guys enjoy them. If you don't, I'll try something maybe more modern, but I'm going to try some vintage stuff first. Also, with movies, I'm planning on doing some movie reactions, actually, because, you know, I minored in film studies. I really enjoy movies. I want that to be a part of the channel because I honestly, I want this to be a passion project, guys. It's not just about it's not about just like, oh, I got to stream every day. It's all got to be about MMA, you know, back to the old days with Hank the Tank. I want it to be something bigger. I want it to be an amalgamation of everything that I want to do, you know? So I want to get more movies involved in this, and you know, I'm going to try to do some movie reactions, and then afterwards I'm going to actually do some skits where I do some parodies of said movies that I watched. And again, because I want to entertain you guys, like, and if live entertainment is what you want from me, I'll try to give it to you as best as I can. But I want to try first with making some videos because I want to grow this thing. I do. I want to have it so that people from all over the pop culture world, movies, music, wrestling, MMA, all those can all be a part of this thing, because that's how we grow this thing. And it's also where I can find my people, you know, because like I did MMA content for a while and people really enjoyed it. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. But you could tell that during some of my live streams, there were moments where I'd do impressions. I'd sing some songs. I'd reference some movies. You know, and Vinny the Guinea knows all about this. My fucking homeboy, fucking tight brother, Vinny the Guinea, along with Two Smelly Fingers and even fucking No Chill at a time, said, hey man, you know, you could do so much more. You could do more than just MMA. You could do this, that, because you're passionate about them. And I was like, hey, you know, you guys are right. So I'm going to try to integrate some content that's not just MMA. I'm going to do something sort of unprecedented. I'm going to try to like blend everything. I'm going to give you MMA and more, you know? So this is a project of love. I will say, guys, as much as it sort of like hurts not to, please like try not to put pressure on me to be like, just come on, do this regularly, you know? I get it. I understand it. I know you guys want me to go live. But the thing is, I need to try something new. And I need to get some cool people in here. You guys are obviously very cool. I love and appreciate all you guys. But I also want to get some people in here that can talk about movies. I can talk about MMA, can talk about music, can talk about wrestling, can talk about everything, you know? Because I think that's how I'm going to be in a great spot where I can just do a bunch of shit, you know? And I shouldn't invest in this if I'm not trying something that improves myself, you know? And plus I'm in a state where now I should be making more videos. Like I can't stream too regularly. I'm you know, I'm moving up in the world. I'm trying to, you know, find some jobs. I just, you know, got off, and I will say it loud and proud, I got off an internship. I did an internship, and I was very happy to get it because the job market is pretty fucking tough, you guys. And we're in an age where you'll apply for something and they won't even tell you that, oh no, you missed the boat, we're not interested, or you missed your chance, this or that. They won't even respond to you. So like you're just people won't even, like, when you send an application or say, hey, I'm interested in this, they won't even give you a response. So this is where I was at for a little while. And then I finally got my shot and I got it. And I did what I wanted to do. And I'm branching off from that to other work that I find more fulfilling. But guys, that's gonna be a lot of my time during the week once I get a position. So I still want to stream, I still want to do YouTube stuff, but it's probably going to be a lot of more like long-term projects. I'm probably going to get good at this editing shit, and then it'll be a lot easier. But I want to stream a little bit, but a lot of the time I want to be making good content and good videos that I think you guys are going to appreciate. Like if you enjoyed my intro video, it's going to be it's going to be some of that. Sup, Hank? Let me ask you, don't you get tired of other humans? I know, I totally get it, Pulse. Fully. Because that's the thing. A lot of humans have mistakes and flaws, and we all have them. But the thing is, there are some humans that love to project, and ones that love to, do something in order to take away from something else that's going on in their life by making it other people's problems. And also, some people are just greedy. Some people use other people in order to get ahead. And that was me, guys. That was me for like months, And I'm not talking about Idaho. I'm talking about other people that I worked with. And the ones who like put on false personas, who said shit that wasn't true, guided false narratives that got me caught up in them. And then they'd go live and try to make me look foolish. And that's what they did. I've dealt with too many of them who want to use me, who want to manipulate me. And I'm trying to make a YouTube channel that's way more positive, that doesn't allow snakes like that to get into the garden. I'm just trying to do my own thing. That's what I was trying to do before I was manipulated by who into doing a video about my podcast partner, which I didn't want to do. But emotions boiled over. I saw shit that I didn't like from him, and I didn't want to respond, but he basically got on his hands and knees and made me. Hank, stream more. Let me join the Discord. I'm going to work on a Discord. Eventually, I'm going to work on once this channel's established and I have content from all over the place where I can, establish the community. Then I'm going to make the Discord. Hank is awesome. Thank you. Word. Hey, Shiloh Primetime. It's good to see you. And I want to thank Shiloh Primetime for sticking up with me on that one stream, for like going up to bat on my behalf. He really didn't have to do that, Shiloh Primetime, but it seems clear that he respects me enough to defend me against assholes. Word. Also, let me join you on wrestling and movie reviews. Well, that's the thing. I have some videos that are probably going to require some like voiceover work. And also I'm going to have some people on my live stream. So, hey guys, if you want, I can send you guys a link and I can have some of you guys in here if you want. But yeah, movie reviews, I could definitely, if you want, you could like recommend some. I mean, this sounds like a good thing for a membership, right? Like you can have like a membership and you have like priority on what movies I should watch or what wrestling shows I should review. And you guys might have the ability to hop on. The thing is, like, I want to make it a lot of Hank content. I will sort of want to reserve these live streams for my fans to hop on and do stuff. But if you want to, when I do voiceover work, I can definitely reach out to you to do some stuff. I can't wait for the movie stuff. I'm glad you fork notes. And TV shows. Well, that's the tough thing about I could do parodies of TV shows. I mean, I could do TV show reactions. I could, maybe in the future, but that's a big, that's a lot of time being spent on that. And I've honestly watched a lot of TV shows. I'm oddly cool and I like MMA, wrestling, and movies. Also, let me bring my friend Nikki on. She's also a theater performer. Well, you can on the live streams, but I'm telling you, Pulse. Sorry, fuck Prime, dude. Fuck Logan Paul. What was I going to say? That's the thing. I feel like I'm going to reserve audience participation for like my skit videos, movie reactions and all that, people want to see one person like react. I mean, unless it's like specifically fan recommended, you put in the effort, you ask for this. I did this for you. If you want, I can like have you as in a guest spot. But like, I feel like that should be like a special occasion, you know? U.S. supposed to bug them. What does that mean? You're supposed to bug them. Oh, you're supposed to bug them. Yeah. Damn, how are we expected to survive? You will. Sweet man, W man's. Hey, Zoidberg! It's very delicious and flavorful, full of brine and sweet liquor. Zoidberg! Is this arm supposed to connect to the torso or the leg or... I know, I learned in Crumblers. Let me tell you, the Futurama characters, they drive me crazy, but you know what? I am crazy, so it sort of balances everything up. Pulse, what's up? Pulse is 100% right. What is Pulse? Oh, humans are annoying? Or you get tired of them? I agree. You made a video about Idaho? I did, unfortunately. I did. I was goaded by No Chill, though. He sort of like forced my hand and was like, come on, do it, come on. He said this about you, did this. And to be fair, he did. He was talking shit about me on his solo channel. But I shouldn't have let him influence me. And I tried to tell him, hey man, I'm just working on my trailer video. You know, I'm just doing my thing. So please just, you know, let me do my thing. And he just was adamant. And I thought that No Chill was legitimately my friend, which is the dumbest fucking thing to ever do. And I encourage everybody here, if that guy tries to like reach out to you and say you're the best and like really like be nice to you, then take it as a red flag. But he basically he was trying to convince me, and he was right that he was talking shit, but he was trying to like convince me to retaliate because too many people were coming at me. And little did I know he was one of those people who were coming at me, but he was trying to convince me that he was my pal and my buddy and that I should do this to like just try to take the flack off of myself and maybe give him a taste of his own medicine. And unfortunately, I got goaded into it. I shouldn't have, though, you know, and that's my mistake. I'll admit it, guys. That was a mistake. And I wish I didn't make it. I didn't want to, but you know, that's what I get for accepting outside influence. And that's why I sort of want to keep sort of close it off with the channel and make more videos and have live streams every once in a while, but not be so integrated in it that I let sort of assholes take the reins. Not calling you an asshole, Pulse. I'm just saying, like, there's going to be people who really want to be involved and like want to collab with me and want me to do this and that. And, you know, for some people, you know, Vinny the Guinea I'm going to do another thing with Vinny because I've done it already with him and he's a cool guy. So I trust him completely. But you know, I can't give everybody sort of, what's the word for it? An olive branch, or like give everybody a hand. I got to keep this thing sort of closed off so that I don't lose my fucking mind, guys. And so I don't get led astray or down a bad path, because let me tell you, if you're in the live stream community enough, you're gonna deal with assholes that are gonna use you, that are gonna find a way to manipulate, especially in Discord. Fucking rotten. Discord's a horrible website, guys. Seriously, I'm in like 1 or 2 servers now, and I don't know if I'll make my own. I probably will, but I'll run it pretty efficiently, in my opinion. I've spoken out for you a few times, and I appreciate that, Ty Bets. You should talk basketball sometime. I could. Go fucking Warriors, by the way. Let's fucking go Golden State Warriors. Fucking teaching Ant and the Minnesota Timberwolves who's boss. Futurama was the best. I mean, I'd say Simpsons was the best, but Futurama was definitely very good as well. Something about it, I don't know, the dystopian aspect of it, and like there was something like even more cynical than The Simpsons was. That, like, I don't know. At some point, like during the first season, I just stopped. Same thing with Family Guy. First season goes by, I stop. I don't know. Something with these comedy shows or animated shows where it's like you have to survive the first season in order to get the good stuff. And unfortunately, just sometimes it takes too long for me. When you apply somewhere, you're supposed to keep calling and bugging them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. It's not like I haven't tried, I'm going to take a way more direct approach with trying to find my job, because I know, like, with my job, there are certain locations that I can go to for work. So I'm going to find those locations and probably do exactly what Ty Betts is saying. Bug them. Idaho, I loved you. I know. You fucking, what's the word for you? He had me on a fucking string the entire way. And I'll admit, I fucked up. Vinny is that, though? Yeah, but the thing is, I know that sounds crazy, like even saying, but it's not like I haven't dealt with people who have fucking rotten politics in the MMA community. It's just the case. I'm dealing with fucking Neo, that word, in Discord all the fucking time. And, Two Smelly Fingers, there are some things that he's said about politics and religion and all this stuff that I'm just like, man, that's fucking, I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. I don't agree, but then, we found a way to have a friendship even through that, so I don't know, man. You can have that horrible philosophy, and I've talked with people and I've chatted and become friends with people with horrible philosophies, and I've had chats with people with great philosophies. But the thing is, friends are friends at the end of the day. And Vinny may be that, but guess what? Guess who was one of the few people who ever stuck up for me and told me when people were talking shit, when I was getting assaulted on all fronts and people were dedicating streams to talking shit about me. Who was the one who told me and let me know this shit was going on and defended me publicly? It was Vinny. So, as much as you could say his philosophy is completely messed up and it's terrible, there's like politics, and then there's actions you take in your life and who you are as a person to people on like a direct level. And he's been good to me. He's been good to me. And even when he says shit that's sort of out of pocket and bad, I tell him, I don't agree with that. I'll tell him, but in my conversations with him, he really hasn't mentioned it all too much. So I don't know, man. I'd trust him over No Chill any time of the day, and that should really tell you something. There's that in terms of like aesthetic, and there's that in terms of behavior. And if you spiritually, I got a lot of fucking NAZ eyes in my life. So don't let the detractors get to you, champ. I know. I try, man. But, when people trick you into being their friend, and then become a detractor, that's when things get, because that's the thing. They're manipulators in this community. Obviously, for some fucking reason, Rigo is not gone from the MMA community. He still has a YouTube channel. So absolute fucking monsters are in this MMA YouTube community. And it's not going to change, because YouTube just does not give a rat's ass about what's actually content that's appropriate for the public. They don't care. That guy was reported like 100 times, and his channel wasn't taken down. So there's no justice. There's no justice on MMA YouTube. The detractors are going to be there. And I actually had a conversation with Two Smelly Fingers about this. But the main point is that you just keep to yourself and let your world continue to grow and continue to improve yourself. And everything around you will, I mean, not everything around you will get better, obviously not. That's the whole point. It's not going to get better on the outside, but your personal private world and your mentality and your health, as long as you keep that in order and you keep doing your thing, then you can only go, it's only going to be up from there. So I'm trying to dedicate this channel to being positive. You streaming Saturday? I don't think I am. I'm actually going to go on a trip. Can't say where to because I know they're fucking freaks. But I'm going to go somewhere on a trip and for the weekend, and I will probably be back. I mean, thinking about it. Yeah, I won't be able to make Saturday. And honestly, with live streams, guys, there's going to be a lot of situational. We'll see if this works. We'll see if that works because I'm busy. I'm doing shit. I'm applying, and I got other shit that I've been doing. So don't expect specific streams at specific days or specific times. But when the opportunity is there, I'm going to stream. But don't expect specific don't expect specific days for it. But I will still be streaming. I will still be making videos. I'm gonna try to keep a schedule for things, but don't expect anything specific. Germany was ahead of their time. Yeah, in terms of military equipment, and that's it. Member up, everyone. You get that glorious green name, and you get access to emojis like no Diddy, Angry Hank, and a child gets fed. I am going to probably make some new emojis that are more in line with the channel, but tell me which ones you guys want to keep. Hit the like button. Thank you, Two Smelly Fingers. If the goose can do it, you can do it. That is true. Just like pecking at bread, he accidentally found the membership button. And he hit the membership button, and even he became a member, you know. And they do that weird thing with the tongue. You hit it, man. The tractors are going to detract well poop. Yep, that's a shame. I called Hank simp or Simo or some shit by Mailson for saying don't talk shite. I got called a Hank simp or some shit by Mailson for saying don't talk shit. Well, keep on putting on the pressure, guys, because Mailson's a big fucking piece of shit. You know, and he's dedicated himself to talking shit about me, even in streams where I'm not there, because he's fucking pathetic, and he dedicates his streams to other people. And hey, I'm the pot calling the kettle black. I made a stream with certain people's faces on it, but I only did that because I'm just like reflecting the situation of people like really trying to talk shit about me and like publicly mock me. So I'm just telling the truth. Making that live stream, I'm just sort of reflecting the situation. In the future, I'm going to have more thumbnails that are way more just like, about MMA, about movies, about music, wrestling, all this stuff. And I think there's a lot of material there. So there'll be way less of that. But, me against the world, it's true. This is what I was dealing with for weeks, even when I wasn't even producing YouTube content. I was dealing with this shit. Don't be specious. I'm just painting an accurate picture here, Euphoric Notes. That's awesome. You are a funny guy. What do you mean I'm funny? What do you mean I'm funny? Like I'm a clown? I amuse you? I make you laugh? I'm here to amuse you? What the fuck is so funny about me? I make you laugh? I'm a fucking clown? What are you saying about me, huh? I just say it's the way you told it. It's funny. You're a funny guy. I'm not funny. What makes you think I'm funny? Now go get your fucking shine box. Motherfucking mutt! You piece of shit! You! I'm gonna kill that kid! I'm gonna kill him! No, Harry! Relax, Harry! I'm gonna kill him! I'm gonna kill that kid! This community's toxic as fuck. Amen, brother. Luckily, I'm just I'm becoming a travel channel soon. And so is Two Smelly Fingers. Everybody's in the travel business. Don't take no disrespect, Spider. Spider-Man, radioactive spider blood. Spider-Man. radioactive Spider-Man. Meow, meow. Shocker! You killed the woman that I love! Get back here, Shocker! I'll follow you till the ends of the earth! God, I love that voice actor from the Spider-Man animated series. And he's just like, no! like really, really dramatic stuff. You killed Mary Jane! Just really like way too loud, sort of like me. Face it, Parker. You just hit the jackpot. Face it, Tiger. Out of the faces you've cropped into your thumbnail, which is worse to least annoying if you had to say? Good question. Let me take a look. Me against the world. It's me against the world, baby. Me against the world. Yeah, worst to least annoying. Most to least. Mailson's the worst. Mailson is the worst, truly. Because he just like dedicates his life to fucking hating on me. He's just a fucking mosquito. I want to swat on my neck. Second most annoying. It's No Chill. It's No Chill because he's just a piece of shit and a manipulator, and he is just adamant about fucking with me, and even tried to fucking dox me and a bunch of other shit. So he's just garbage. Well, actually, it's most to least, yeah. And then so most to least, No Chill has just fucked with me too many times. After that, honestly, it's Idaho, just because he really doesn't have to make streams about me. He really doesn't, but he does anyway. And he's heard about attempts to fucking troll me and make fun of me and belittle me, and he's been fully on board with it. So just not a fan. And then Chad King has said some really rotten shit. But he there's like a part of him that seems truthful in what he says. Like there's some legitimate gripes he does have about me, and he's done dumb shit in the Discord, but there are other times where he's like actually has like a perspective that makes a little sense to me. So I understand it. And then Giuliano was probably least, but he did something recently that put me in a sort of angry mood. So I don't know. Also, he sort of egged on whenever I was in other live streams, and was just like, come on, show up on stream. Come on, talk to him and get angry with them. Come on. And it's like, seemed clear to me that he wasn't like actually on my side or wanting me to like defend myself. He just wanted me to be on there so that I could be publicly made fun of live on stream. I don't know. It's just sort of mean behavior. It's like not respectful of me, So it is what it is. I'm gonna try to like let me see. Yeah, let me try to put in my thumbnail that I actually had for my previous stream, so I could have some continuity for this one. I had to say it, Jesus Christ. Yeah, but hopefully I can move past this era and just keep on doing my own thing. Here we go. Boom. Boom. And save. Sweet. Because it's a good thumbnail. I always had the idea of doing like Doom with the guy on top taking on the holy demon army, because I just thought it looked cool. I thought it would work with the aesthetic of the Warzone. But then I see all these demons, and I'm just like, I see an allegory here. And I just put the faces of some demons who are actually coming after me. So, have you considered Adderall? I don't even know that much about Adderall, to be honest with you. Got my little green canister, by the way. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. I mean, that's the thing. Everybody thinks that I have some sort of mental disorder, but this is just me. This is just who I am. I love being energetic. I love putting it on. You know, I'm just a performer. So that's a mental health condition. Then a lot of these guys should not grow up to be therapists. Toby is the only true Spider-Man. I mean, it's not like a Mark Hamill situation. I mean, honestly, I think Tom Holland did a pretty damn good job. I think Miles Morales was a great Spider-Man in the animated films. I mean, even the old Spider-Man from the 60s, you know? I mean, obviously, you have to have your standards, but I don't know. There's a lot of great Spider-Mans. My Spider-Man is Andrew Garfield, and I don't blame Big Onk for that. Sometimes it's just part of your childhood, you know? Interesting. Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig can. Can he swing from a ham? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider Pig. Wee, wee! Why are you shooting the dog? That's Chad King's profile picture. That's blasphemy, Big Onk. Adderall makes you lock the F in. Guess so. But honestly, I don't know, man. I just need to if I gotta find a path in life where I can just be who I am and still find success. You know, that's what you need to look for. Who's your favorite Spider-Man? I mean, who's your favorite Superman? Ooh. Very clear answer. Christopher Reeves. Look fucking butthole, Christopher Reeves. Why does he feel like he has to take advantage of disabled people? Why does he get why does butthole Christopher Reeves get this much special attention just because he was Superman? Thank you, everybody. I'm here because we are making progress in stem cell research. See, now I can move part of my arm that I wouldn't be able to thanks to stem cell research. Freaking butthole always taking too much attention from me, Jimmy and Timmy. Timmy! Come on, Tim. Let's go show that butthole Christopher Reeves who's boss. Timmy! How dare you? Have you ever seen Mexican Spider-Man? No, that's awesome. You know who's a great Spider-Man? Noir Spider-Man. Fucking Nick Cage Spider-Man. It's obviously Christopher Reeves, in my opinion. Because to me, he embodies what Superman's all about. Humility, thoughtfulness, awkwardness, and then being willing to do the right thing and just be like, he's not mentally like tortured. He's like, I just understand what I need to do. I need to use my power to help people. And, you know, I haven't watched too much of the original movie, so I can't say too much. But I don't know, just the look in it, gleam in his eyes, the smile, the mannerisms. I think it's just perfect Superman. I mean, Henry Cavill is all right. He was good, but I think Christopher Reeves just embodied him. There was just something about Miles I just didn't like. What was that? I can't find that Spider Pig episode. That's because it's from the Simpsons movie. I've been looking for it. I think it's the Simpsons movie. Pretty sure Spider Pig's in the movie. Exactly. It's the movie. Yes. Adderall helps with that a lot. Wait, with what? Nailed the South Park impression. Thank you. Gilly is a snake. He will say he likes you to your face and then talk unnecessary and untrue shit about you and other streams. Guy lives for attention and drama. And it's sad, man. The ending's really sad, man. 20 year I will live forever. We're in the past and you can never say never. Rolling down the best spot. Are you gonna drop the bubble nut? Forever young. I wanna be forever young. Don't you really wanna live forever? Forever and ever. Thanks, guys. No wonder I couldn't find it. Exactly. But yeah. Oh, I've finally gotten to the end of this stretch of the comment section. Just another day on the job. Oh, yeah. But what to talk about next? Because I'm gonna try to go for as long as I can. I got some shit happening in the middle of the day, so that's why I'm doing the stream so early. To be honest, yeah. Hopefully, my next. I'm sorry, guys, that my predictions for the UFC shows have not been videos or live streams, but in the future, I'm thinking next week at some point. I'm going to do video, fully recorded video with my predictions for UFC 315. It's going to be really good, guys. I'm going to really gimmick it up, have some stuff that really works with the channel, and make sure that it's the most entertaining prediction video series on YouTube. That is my goal. So it'll take more time. Definitely take some time. Ooh. I just got a reply to something I posted on YouTube. And it has nothing to do with me. God damn it. But yeah, I'm going to try to make a full-on video. And I think you guys are going to be impressed. So I'm planning that for next week. And in the meantime, I am going to try to record my first big movie reaction, because I did a poll on my original channel. It used to be Hank's Warzone used to not be this channel. If you can believe it, guys. It was my channel that I would just use personally, and I turned that into a YouTube channel. God, am I fucking stupid. And I was doing stuff on there, but I made a poll about what people wanted to see on Hank's Military Movie Monday, and they selected All Quiet on the Western Front. And I think I'm going to do a movie reaction to that film, because I have not seen the new version of All Quiet on the Western Front. If you can actually believe it, I watched the original All Quiet on the Western Front, the movie, and I read the book, but I have not seen the new version. And so, and this is a good comment from Ty Betts. Have you seen The Disaster Artist? I have. I actually convinced my friends at a sleepover once to watch The Disaster Artist, and they were adamant. They did not want to watch it. And they watched fucking Kingsman 2, Electric Boogaloo, or some of that bullshit with Elton John, instead of watching The Disaster Artist. And I've watched it. That is a great movie. Sort of reminds me of it's a modern version of Ed Wood. If you ever heard of that movie, that's the director who made Plan 9 from Outer Space. What was I going to say? Basically, it's a movie about bad filmmaking, and it shows how something like that is even made, But it also has sort of a sympathetic lens for the filmmakers who make those movies, and how they have goals. They actually have objectives and dreams for them, and it sort of makes you realize the tough task of filmmaking, and how certain people approach trying to make movies. And that's a fantastic movie. I have seen it already, so I don't know if I can watch it again. Maybe I could, but that's the thing. This is what I'm thinking, guys. I want to do Military Movie Madness for a few weeks or a month, And then I'll give you guys the option to like just make it movie madness, so Hank's movie madness. So it can actually be me just watching any movie I want to, I want to do the gimmick first because it's the war zone. Maybe have military movie madness for like one day of the month or military movie Monday. But I want to go from military movies to regular movies because there's just so much more I can react to, Did you talk about Bo getting folded? I have not yet. I am so happy, you guys. I'm so fucking relieved that little fucking piece of shit, that just cocky, arrogant, know nothing, fucking lame brain, just Dana White privilege, team glazing, just narcissistic butthole got shown levels by Rainier DeRitter, because with Bo Nickel, how can you fucking say you had a perfect performance against Paul Craig? How can you say that? You almost lost. Paul Craig won at least one round of that fight, and I bet the judges' scorecards show that too. It obviously wasn't perfect. You got outstruck in moments. You looked a little slow in there. You looked disorganized and disjointed on the feet. How can you fucking say you looked perfect? It's idiotic. The dude's just a half-wit, dude. He's brain dead. He's letting just yes men just whisper into his ear, that was great. You looked perfect. Didn't make one mistake, Bo. Yeah. These people are going to leech off him. They're going to take his money for everything he's worth. Once he starts losing, that whole team's going to betray him. Or it's going to be like Henry Cejudo and his garbage coach, who says nothing but, "Oh, you're doing great, you're doing great, you're doing great," and then they move on to the next guy. But yeah, his striking wasn't there. He literally said he was preying on the overhand right. He was preying on the overhand right to beat Rainier DeRitter. That's when you know you're fucking cooked. That you don't have it. If you were relying on one thing to get you through, give up. I say he should go down to welterweight because he's way too small to be a middleweight. He's not Volkanovski, bro. Striking's not there. Can't fucking strike. Can't even knock out Paul Craig. Kyle Burrell can beat Paul Craig. He's a bigger prospect than you'll ever fucking be in the middleweight division, Bo. He can actually knock out Paul Craig. You can't. So, unless he improves his striking by a fucking mile, he's done. He's done. And the only other option for him, because he's not going to out-wrestle everybody at middleweight. He's just not going to. He needs to go down to welterweight or even fucking lightweight. And that's his only fucking chance. If he doesn't improve his striking, his only chance is to out-wrestle some fuckers at lightweight and pray that he makes it to the top. That's all he can do. He's too fucking tiny to be out-wrestling middleweights. Oh, I'm gonna out-wrestle Chimaev. Good luck, bro. Rainier DeRitter got you fucking down. He's going to fucking sub you in a second. So I get you have to be cocky to drive interest, get people excited about, get people hyped about the sport, not, about you and your career prospects. I get it. But he took it to another level, to the point where it's not even just to sell the fights. He's actually that arrogant. Like he'd be acting that way. Outside of just like public press conferences and media day interviews, he legitimately believes it, that his shit don't stink and he's God's great gift to earth. He legitimately, I think, believes that, and that ego got stripped from him, and a humble pie was fucking shoved down his throat, by Rainier DeRitter, and it's a tough pill to swallow. In my opinion, he needs to move down, recover, beat a few guys through wrestling, and then fucking go to like the Fight Nerds or a gym that like trains in not just, wrestling, but striking. Go to Extreme Couture, get beat up a little bit, AKA, get your striking fundamentals in, and then once you're back, you can actually have a shot at a lower weight class like Kevin Holland, you know? I think he'd have a chance in the lower weight classes. He should. Because I don't, even though I'm happy he got fucking schooled by Rainier DeRitter because he's a cocky piece of shit, I don't want the worst for him because I see the talent there. I see talent in Bo Nickel. The problem is he is not, what's the word for it? He's not balanced enough in his game to go all the way, but he acts like he can. If he takes away that strip the ego from the bottom, I recommend some ayahuasca, as Kendrick Lamar would put it. Strip the ego from the bottom. Train yourself in more striking. Make that your specialty. Make striking your specialty. You don't have to fucking train in wrestling. You know how to wrestle. You were in the Olympics. You qualified for the Olympics, or you tried to, with your wrestling. You've done great things with your wrestling. That is not what you need to train. You need to train in striking. And I train like fucking Volk. Train like fucking Volk. I'm tiny. Everyone else is bigger than me, but I can out-jab them at range and pick them apart from the sidelines. And when I need to, I take them down. Have a game like Volkanovski's. Pressure, punch at range, shoot in, and do it at a weight class where you can actually get it done. The Franco brothers about Tommy Wiseau, yes. James Franco got in some hot water recently, though. Very strange. It's sort of scary. Come and see 1985. I need to watch that. I've seen video essays about it, but I haven't watched it. Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. That's great. I'd love to watch that. Should do an impression of Jay. Oh, Jay. Now, we go to the gas station, and what do we see? A bunch of freaking jabronis trying to tell me how to act. Isn't that right, Silent Bob? See, he agrees with me, okay? Because I'm cool. I'm cool like that. I hang out at the gas station, me and Silent Bob, and we're always doing, we're doing stuff. Yeah. Hey, could I get a Twinkie? Could I have a Twinkie? Could I get some of that licorice you got over there? Yeah, dude, that's the tight. Yeah, that's like good stuff, dude. Hey, man, I'll give you $12 for it. I'll give you $13. Isn't that right, Silent Bob? See, he agrees with me. Yeah. I love Silent Bob, man. He's such a blabbermouth, Can't wait when RDR gets folded. I think RDR is a cool guy. There doesn't seem to be a bit of ego in him. He talks shit about ONE FC, but they deserve it. So I fully get RDR. I mean, he just comes in with a smile. Everybody fucking boos him because he's foreign. And then he shows like heart, hey, I love you guys. Dude's fucking positive, dude. Dude's has more positivity in him than an ounce of blood in Bo Nickel's fucking body. RDR is a fucking sweetheart. I don't know why anybody hates him, to be honest. RDR is fucking cool as hell. Because he has confidence in himself. 99% of fighters have that mindset. Yeah, but he takes it too far to the point where he actually thinks he's superior. And he even can't even take anything from the fans, Can't even take criticism from the fans or his coaches or other fighters. He doesn't listen to anybody. And I get it. Oh, I want to be like Conor. But Conor talks shit to hype up the fights. He knew what MMA was about. It's about making money. It's about the business. I don't think he gets that. I think he legit would have been this person regardless of if he was a star or not. I think he literally just has an ego on him. The Zone of Interest was really good, and I've heard of that. Here, hold on. Let me... Oh, wait, isn't that the one with... That's the one about Germany from last year, I believe. I'm gonna fucking delete that first stream because it's fucking garbage. But the Zone of Interest isn't about a camp, Nazi death camp, and their families just chatting and having lives as people are getting destroyed and fucking exterminated around them. Yeah. That was a good movie, and the reason why is because wait a minute. The reason why is it's using subtlety and framing. What's the word for it? It's like putting the violence out of frame and just putting in little like sound design so that the audience can like just feel it. You know, they feel like something's wrong in the background. It's great use of cinematography. Here we go. Sorry, I had to set up my stream. And honestly, guys, I can't be in here for too long because I gotta split soon. Give me a second. Is there anything else I need to edit for this? No, I don't need that. Okay. Sorry. I gotta wait. Hold on. Let me check. I'm sorry that I ever trusted OBS, guys. That's my mistake. There we go. Now we're good. Zone of Interest was really good. Yeah. How it uses filmmaking and subtlety to like keep the violence in the background and give an unnerving feeling to what's going on in the foreground. He's delusional, but most fighters or UFC need villains. Even if you hate him, at least he makes you want to watch him lose rather than be a humble guy with zero charisma. That's true. Jamal Hill definitely filled that role. But the problem is I hope you unalive everyone in your thumbnail. Thank you, Sniff. Thank you. I don't know if I'll do that because this guy's a criminal. I was killing everybody in here in the YouTube community. Can you believe that? We're in the center of Alcatraz, everybody. We're gonna lock him up on an island. We're gonna put him on an island, everybody, just like the old days, just like the 1950s. Can you believe that? That's when they were real men. Ivan Childhood. Does Tropic Thunder count as military? Yeah, it does. Wowie, Sniff. Bo Nickel kind of quit, in my opinion. Yeah, he did. He's weak to the body, and that's just like physical. Like that's just a physical problem. Like if you're weak to the body, you're weak to the body, just like Fluffy Hernandez. You know what I'm saying? What was I gonna say? But yeah, I mean that's just a physical weakness. That's why he needs to move down to welterweight, so that there's less of a chance of him getting hit by those knees by tall guys. He should unalive all the detractors. I'm not sure about that, guys. Impression of Vinny the Guinea calling his kid from the other room while flicking a big lighter and saying it's time for your daily burning. Wow. Hey, oh, get the woo. Hey, kid, get over here. Oh, good Scott, die. It's time for your daily burning. And by that, I mean burning of the bush. I rest there for fire. Habanero, some bitchin' sauce. But dude, fucking habaneros are just so good for you, you know? I fucking love that, Sniff. I really do. I fucking love that, dude. And I'm taking the habaneros with the fucking sauce, dude. It's fucking crazy, dude. I had a fucking girl over. Dude, I had a girl over. She's fucking crazy, man. Isn't that right, Johnny? Isn't that right? She's fucking crazy, dude. He is also, and it might get him double champ. That's true, but he has the skills to pay the bills. That's the difference. It sounds delusional, but he just has that belief in himself over every and anything. Yeah, but he markets himself and sells it. Like, he knows how to market himself. That movie Dogma was pretty good. I should honestly put some of these suggestions in my comment section. Rastafari. Work all night and I sleep all day. Daylight come on, me want go home. Open sesame, here come Rastaman. Hank, can you tell the rabbis I don't appreciate my Instagram count being suspended? Ooh. I can't communicate with them telepathically as much as people want to think that, but I've never met a fucking rabbi, to be honest. I did once at a wedding, but didn't talk for too long. Chasing Amy. Ooh, people are giving some suggestions. And I will. One of these days, I'm going to have my introduction and outro for this channel. So look forward to that. Don't know when it's going to be, though. But yeah, I will have an intro. All Quiet on the Western Front has some great music for a war movie. Ever think of making a movie? Don't have the resources for it. I could make a short film. I mean, honestly, I make sort of mini movies here on YouTube, so I'm trying my best, you know. Sorry, I just got to set something up. Oh, Sniff. You little troublemaker, you. What a ham. What a kidder. It's good to have Sniff here in the Hank the Tank Warzone live chat, if you will. The wolves is in the building, you understand? Me and my boy Cody Rhodes. He's the American nightmare, baby. The grandson of a plumber, if you will. He had a silver spoon. Can you say the word gurney 20 times fast? Gurney. 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 There you go. Wow. I can't believe I did it. Wow. See, it's very innocent, that. Impersonation of Vinny forcing his children to read the Quran while holding a gun to their head. Hey, little kids, they're millionaire. Read that Quran and learn about the truth of the Hammud and the Israel and the fucking rotten, man. The Quran is against imposing on other people's religion, you know. Why don't you do? Come on, take a hit with me. Yeah, man. Dude, fucking, I had a chick over, guys. Oh, God. That's just horrible. But Vinny's a character, and I like Vinny. And as much as people want to, mock him and make fun of him, he's always been very good to me. So I don't know. I see a lot of good in him. And given that most of this community has zero morals or scruples, I don't have that much of a problem with it, to be honest. So it is what it is. And hey, I'm still friends with Sean Moody, dude. And I know that, he's had his problems, and I'm still friends with him regardless. I think people can be forgiven, guys. So them's the breaks. Can't believe I have to be relying on StreamYard. Oh, well, OBS is absolute dog shit. So, and that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. I see no changes. Yeah. Let me put up a document. Dum 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 dum. Bum 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 ba na 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 na. Bum 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 ba na 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 na. Da na 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 na. Bum 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 ba na 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 na. Movies to what? Hank's Movie Madness. Slip of the tongue, Freudian slip. Should we be rooting for Bilal so we possibly get Islam Ilya? Yeah, possibly. Honestly, yeah, and Bilal's probably going to win, in my opinion. JDM was on his way to losing against Gilbert Burns before that knee. I mean, we know that. I know there's a chance he could beat up Bilal, but he took a bunch of Leon Edwards' best shots towards the end of that fight, and he wasn't put away. So I think he's gonna do just enough grappling to win. Sadly enough. So Dogma chasing Amy. Let me take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. I can soar extra high. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Zone of interest. I'm taking you guys' suggestions, fellers. Yay! Jay and Silent Bob strike back. Honestly, I should watch Clerks. That's a classic. Come and see. Hail Mary, come with me. What you gonna do now? Are you gonna ride or die? Ah, na, 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 na. Straight out of jail on bail, California dreaming. I hear Coochie screaming. Run with me. Hail Mary, come quick see. What we're gonna do is a boomafoo. Now we're talking. There we go. It's me and you, Zaboomafoo. Hey, everybody. Oh, here come those Crap Brothers. Always trying to find a new animal to talk about here on Zaboomafoo. And then just cuts to a real-life lemur. What's going on, Crap Brothers? And you can see like the little strings. But hey, how are you guys doing? Wow, you found a lizard dragon. Wow. And then the Crap Brothers be, that's right, Zaboomafoo. It has scales and it lives under the surface. But it could grow to 4 times the size that you see now. You know, what do they even call it? Because that's the only episode I remember. They called it something isn't it a dragon lizard? Yeah, it's a dragon lizard. And the dragon lizard is a very rare species found way below the earth. They hide underneath rocks. Wow, Crap Brothers, that's absolutely incredible. Ooh, oh God. Do I get a snack now? Sure, you get a snack, Zaboomafoo. Here, leap over there to get it. Well, there goes Zaboomafoo. Wow, that non-puppet animatronic is really something else. That's right, Crap Brothers. Well, they're going out on their adventure, leaving me and Zaboomafoo all alone to talk to you guys about the amazing biodiversity of life. Well, then they'd show some fucking cave. Ooh, man, it's scary in here. I don't know. There's a lot of light here. Oh, what's that? And then they'd show. Oh, wow, it's a bird. No, it's the fruit bat. Wow. Fruit bats love fruit. They always hang around at night and they hang out in caves. Whoa! Goes Zaboomafoo. I meant Burns. Leon is a point fighter. JDM is a KO artist. JDM broke his arm. R1 versus Bilal. Versus Burns. That is true. But at the same time, he has been taken down over and over again by grapplers. Star of David, not strong David. Wow. Weak David, huh? Leon is a point fighter. JDM is a KO artist, but probably. Zaboomafoo. I told Andrew B that the pic of him at the beach reminds me of the song Cake by the Ocean. Talk to me, baby. He said, thanks, Sniff. Well, Andrew B's a sweetheart, man. You can't knock Andrew B that much. Like, the guy's just a pure and gentle soul, you know? Beetleborgs was good, too. Wow. That was epic. Thank you, And I think I'm gonna end it on that note, guys. Because I got a dash. I got something I gotta go to, actually. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. I will try to do more of these streams, try to do more videos for you guys. But until we meet again, troopers and grinders, you have escaped the war zone for now. That's right, Crab Brothers. Oh my God, what did they bring this time? It's a banana slug. I'm gonna eat it. Watch out, Zaboomafoo. He's coming right for you. Ah!